Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Sudoku channel. This is Oliver coming to you from Youghal by the Sea here in Ireland over in Europe. Another great day, thank God. And in this series we go back over the archives of the Telegraph newspaper from the UK and looking at their diabolical Sudoku puzzles. This one we're looking at their number 5522 from the 11th of June 2021, and it is number 98 in our series. As usual, in part one we look at basic solving techniques. We go as far as we can, and either when I have to resort to filling in all the candidates for all remaining cells, or I recognize that it's going to need an advanced technique, at that stage I finish this video and go on to video 2. However, there's a caveat there. If I reckon it's a simple advanced one, I'll just finish off in this video. Okay, well, it looks like we have a puzzle here. Now, what can we say from it? Actually, one nice thing to look at there, we have a 298 and an 849. And yeah, 9 is restricted. 9 is going to have to be in here. That was a simple one to start with anyway. Okay, I'm using Sven's Sudoku pad, and it's handy if you're a beginner, a novice, somewhat like myself. Double click on a cell and it'll show you all of the cells with that candidate in it, and from there you should be able to work out, are there any restrictions? For example, a 1 can't be here, it can't be here nor there, so we can get 2 1s in here, and they're called the Snyder pair of 1s, and by tradition they're put into the corners. And also across here we can't have a 1 there, so we can have a Snyder pair of 1s in here. Now that's also a pointing pair, which means we can't have those ones, that's where the ones are in the house, but it means we also can't have any more of those ones anywhere on this row. We also can't have it up there and here, so we get another Snyder pair in here. And that's all we can do on the 1s, so let's go on to the 2s. Well, can't be there, can't be there, can't be up here, so we get a unique 2 in here. And try again. Now this time we can't have 2s down there or there, so we get our Snyder pair of 2s in here. Over on this one, can't be across there or across there, so Snyder pair in there, and I think that's about it. Well, it's not. We can't have a 2 here, so Snyder pair of 2s here. Well, that's all we can do on the 2s. So now on to the 3s. And there's just one 3. All right. Nope. Can't get anything there with the 3s. So we've gone now to the 4s. Well, not there or there. So a unique 4 can go in there. This 4 down here means we're going to put in 2 4s over here, which are also a pointing pair. I don't think it'll help us because it means we can't have any more 4s down here or down here, but it still leaves 3 in here, so that don't really work for us. On now to the 5s. Well, not there, not there, nor there, so 2 5s in there. Can't be across there or down there, so we get a unique 5 in here. Nothing there or there, so here we go with our 5s, and that's all that one done. And this one can't be there, so 2 more 5s in here, and I think that's a lot of the 5s now, is it? Yeah, we've got a 5 or a Snyder pair of a 5 in every house now, so we can move on to the 6s. Not really very helpful, I would think, except can't be there, so we get 2 6s in there, which is a pointing pair that don't really help us this time. So back to the 6s. Now before we go on to the 7s, there's something else that I like to do, and that's triples, to find out either looking for hidden triples, like you could say a 2 9 8 here. So you can't have 2 9 8 here, so how will the 2 9 and 8 go? Well, the 2 goes there and the 9 and 8 goes there, so that doesn't help us. But I'm just curious, this one here, what can go in there? You know, if I see that there's just 3 remaining, it's usually beneficial to go and have a look at them. And I have to remember that I was on 6s at the last time. Right, stop talking to yourself. Put in there. I'm going to put these in the center. We don't have the 1. We have the 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have 6. We have 7. And we don't have 8. So a 1, 6, 8. Nothing to help us there. Here we have an 8 down there. And this one has an 8. Not nice. So we now have a pair of 1, 6s. Now, and that's a special type of pair. It's known as a conjugate pair. And very, very handy they are. So that is for, it's a conjugate pair actually in the house as well as being in the row. So I just color them like that. Now, if 1 and 6 has to be here, you can't have a 1 or 6 anywhere else in the house or in the row. And in this case, we had a 1, 6 there. So that means we're left with an 8 for there. So we have to have an 8 up there. And the 1 and 6, oh, look at that. We have a 6 here. So that actually has to be a 1 and making that one a 6. Well, now, we did well there. So we did. And I'm just wondering, can we get anything similar? There's another 3 down here. So let's see what they are. Into the middle again, we don't have the 1, we have the 2, we don't have a 3 or a 4, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so it's a 1, 3, 4. Well, over here we already have a 1 in here, but we can't do the 3 or the 4. This one, we have a 4 up there, and we don't have a 1 or a 3 anywhere, and this one, nothing. So it's a 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 3, 4. It was worth looking at anyway. Okay. Back to where we were before. We'll have to go back and do a few things because we've got a 1 and a 6 up there. So we'll continue with the 6s then. See if we've got anything else out of it. Oh, surprisingly nothing. Okay, 7s. Well, 7 isn't up there. It isn't there, so it can't be there. So we're going to have a unique 7 here. No, it can't be there or there from the ones up there. It can't be here, so we're going to have a 7 here. And you know, this is another conjugate pair of, on this time on the 6, 7, and I'm going to color it green for the house and red for the column. So that's where the 6, 7s are, and that leaves us with another 3 in here. So again, we know that we don't have the 1, we have the 2, we don't have the 3, we don't have the 4, we have 5, we have 6, 7, 8 and 9 because the 6 and 7 go there. Now based on that, we can get rid of the 1 there, that way. 3, 4, no, 1, 3, 4, nothing up that way. This one, 1, 3, 4, nothing. And this one, 1, 3, 4, we have the 4 up at the top. Okay, I was kind of hopeful that there might be something there. But look at that. This one that's remaining up here. The 2 can't go in here. The 2 can't go in here, which means this must be a unique 2. We can get rid of that one there. And look at this. We have 2 left now in the house. So what's left there is we have 1, 2. We don't have 3. We have 4. We don't have 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a 3, 5. Again, we color that for the house and for the column, and that affects these 2 because we only have 2 more left here. So this is going to be another conjugate pair, and it'll be a conjugate pair. If we count down this way, it'll be a conjugate pair of 1, 4, but we have a 1 here, which means this one must be the 4 and this one must be the 1. Oh, look at this, another conjugate pair here. We're having a lot of them. Now that 1 gets rid of this one here first, so let's do that first. And now, so we don't make a mistake, what's left now is we have 1, we don't have 2, we don't have 3, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So that's a 2, 3, and that'll be a 2, 3 for the house and for the column. Now 2, 3, 2, 3. This is a, look at this as a pointing 3, so the 3 has to be here, can't be anywhere else. Down here we cannot have our 3 there, which means that has to be the 1. That 1 means we can't have a 1 there or there. So yeah, that's a 3-4. And again, we'll color that for the house and for the column. Now we got rid of a 1 there, which means this now has to be the one for this house. That's the way the Snyders work. And we have a 3-4-3-4 across here. Okay, we seem to have gone off on a little bit of a tangent there. Don't really want to go back to starters. Let's see, we were doing the 7s, weren't we? Well, we can get more now. We have a 7 there, and here. So we can put in Snyder Pairs 7s there. Well, that one there, you can't have a 7 down there, so there's going to be 7s here and here. And that is actually quite important. That's a pointing pair of 7s, which means you can't have any more 7s on this row, which means we can't have a 7 in there. That means, since there's only 2 7s in this house, this one up here must be the 7. And now this one here must be the 6. And let's get rid of the colors. Now, again on the 7s. Okay, so we still can't do anything with the 7s in there. Anything on the 8s? Well, yes. 8 can't be there, 8 can't be there, so we get a unique 8 in here. Oh, we're doing well. I'm just wondering, will there be any advanced techniques required whatever in this? Because you can't have an 8 there, you can't have an 8 here. That gives us another unique 8. And you can't have it that way, that way, that way. We stick in a Snyder pair of 8s in there. More of 8s. Oh yes, can't be there or there or there. There's another pair of 8s in there. I think that's all we can do with the 8s. Yeah, we've got something to do with the 8s everywhere. And 9, well, that's pretty straightforward. Can't be there, can't be there. And 2 9s in here. Try it again. Well, up this way. So we're going to have it that way and that way. We'll have the 9s. And I think that's all we can do with the 9s. Yeah, that's about it. Look, I think it's worthwhile just checking through them again. We got in so many things that time. Like on the 1s. Yeah, well now, without that there, we have 2 1s here. That's everything else done on the 1s. On the 2s. No, that's the 2s. Where's the 3? Do you know what? I've just seen something there. I think I have missed quite a lot of things. There's a 5 here, so we can't have the 5 over there, which makes this our 5, and we're getting rid of an 8, which makes this our 8. 8, there's our 8. That gets rid of this 8 here, making this one our 8. Okay, missed that out now, didn't I? Oh, is there another one? What's going to be in here? Because we've got most of the stuff here. I think that has to be a 6. Yes, it does, because here's a 6, here's a 6, can't be there. So this one here has to be a 6. So rather than going back over everything, is there any other way? Yeah, look at that. We have 3 here, and we've 3 here. Let's see, can we get anything from those? This 3 here, again, we put it into the center. We have 1, 2, we're missing 3, we're missing 4, we have 5, 6, we're missing 7, and we have 8, 9. So it's a 3, 4, 7. That can be a 3, 4, 7. There's, oh, look at that. We have a 3, 4 up there, which if you get rid of the 3, 4, all we've left here is the 7. So that becomes a 7. And let's get rid of our center numbers there, which means this one also must be a 3, 4, because we have a 3, 4 here. that was handy. And this is a 3, 4 for, just get the colors right. I think we're coming close to the end of what we can do here. Oh, look at that. This 4. We can't have a 4 down there. We can't have it down there. So we must have our Snyder 4s in here. And those 2 4s mean that's a pointing pair, which means we must have 2 4s in here. And just for the sake of it, what would this triple look like? Is it 3, 4, and 9? I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll be 3, 4, 9. 3, 4, 9. And this one already has a 4 in it, so we can get rid of that 4. This one already has a 9 in it. over here. That's a 3 9 3 4 3 4 9. No more triples. This is a triple here. This is also going to be a 3 4 9 because we're 4 9 and 3. So that will look like, well, over here it has to be a 3 4 anyway. Excuse me, I just put in the 3 4 9. Here we can't have a 9. It must be a 3 4. This one is going to be a 3 4 9. This one is going to be a 3 9. There's no 4 there. What I'm looking for is there seems to be quite a lot of binaries around the place. There's 4 along. Oh, there's 5 there. 4 along here. What would those ones be? Is it 5, 1 5 1 5 6 9? Here are the numbers that go in there. 1 5 6 9. This one here, we already have a 1 5 down there. Get rid of that 1 5. This one, what do we have for here? Well, we can get rid of 1 and 9 in that one. And this one here, looks like we can just get rid of the 9 in that one. And the final one over here, we can get rid of the 6. Okay, we've got binaries there, over here. Oh, actually, this one's wrong. There's a 5 down there. I'm getting rid of that 5 as well. So we now have 3 binaries there. Look, I don't think I'll do any more using this software. I find it gets confusing now when I start putting in different candidates. I'm going to switch all this over to the other software and then decide whether we call a halt now or keep on at it. Okay, back to you in just a minute. Now, presuming I haven't made any mistakes, this is a good copy of what we already had. And I have highlighted the Snyder Pairs and I can't remember what other people call these pairs in rows and columns. For example, we have, I'm just taking 2 9s there. There were 2 9s, wait, no, what was it? There was 2 6s here, which were important. That meant that you had to have 2 6s up here. They were a pointing pair. I didn't have that from the original one. But I went through them all and I've highlighted by putting them in bold any place where we have just 2 of a candidate, either in a house, in a row or a column. Now that can be confusing, I know. However, I can't see any way forward from here except by a simple skyscraper or a singles pairs chain. So I'm going to leave this here now with you for have a look at it. Pause the video if you like. Because I don't think it's worthwhile putting up a second video for just this simple advanced technique. Alright, so have a good look at it there and see if you can come up with a skyscraper, which is like an X-wing and where they don't quite form the rectangle. Okay, right, well here it is anyway. It's these 9s. You've got 2 9s here in this column, and this column over here you also have just the 2 9s. So it's nearly an X-wing. If that 9 was down here, it'd be an X-wing. So it's called a skyscraper. I'm not sure why, but that's what they do. And I like to look upon it though as a singles chain. Now, down in the comments below, there are links there to both. I think there's one there for skyscraper as well, and singles chains. So have a look at that, and I'll explain how it works. We take the chain as starting here, going up here, across here, down here, and that's the end. All right, so if there's no 9 here, then this one must be a 9 because we only have 2 9s in that column. If that's a 9, then this one can't be a 9 because we only have the 2 9s here in the row. If that's not a 9, then this one must be the 9 because we only have 2 9s here. Now if that's a 9, then this one here is not a 9. Just remember that one there is not a 9. That is if we started here with it being not a 9. Let's go the other way. If this is not a 9, then that must be the 9. If that's the 9, then this can't be the 9. And if that's not the 9, then this is the 9, which again means we can't have a 9 here. So that little chain, we can get rid of that 9. And I have a feeling that is going to unlock everything for us because we now have a 9 here. Getting rid of that one. Then we also have a 9 here because that's the only 9 that's left in there. Okay, that 9 gets rid of this one down here. We now have a 3 4 conjugate pair. But back over here we have a 6. That 6 gets rid of that one, leaving us with a 2 here. It also gets rid of this 6 here. So we go with the 5 here. I'm kind of hoping that this will not run out, that it'll keep on going. I think it will go. Look at this, we got more again. And this 2 here will get rid of that one, leaving us 2 here. Where was I? Up here we'll take the 1. The 1 there will get rid of that one, and there's a 1 there to get rid of. Getting rid of that 1 means this will be the 1, so I'm going to get rid of these 2 as well while I'm at it. This 9 here gets rid of that 9 down there, leaving us a 3-4 conjugate pair there. That 9 gets rid of those 2, leaving us with a 3-6 conjugate pair, which will get rid of this 3 here, which would have got rid of that anyway there. All right. So this 1 here does nothing else. We have a 3-4-6, 3-4-3-6, a simple triple. So we'll go up here with the 3. And we've got so much going now, I can't see it stopping as it suddenly stops. Oh, it's always the way. When you think you're there, you suddenly find out you've made a mistake somewhere, maybe. What could I have made a mistake in? That's a triple straight over there. Is that another triple there? What did I not make use of? Oh, look, sure, this conjugate pair, the 3-4-3-4. I never made use of that. So within this house, we can't have any other 3s or 4s. And that 3 goes, and that 3 goes, and well, that gives us a 6. And I'll take anything at this stage, gets rid of those 2 6s, giving us a 9 there, and that 6 goes there, giving us another conjugate pair across this way. Now, when there's so many conjugate pairs and binaries, it should really fall apart. That 9 goes. This is the only 9 left in here, so that's the 9. Nothing across there. This 3 will open up a bit for us because we get rid of that one there, and this one. So the 4, nothing to get rid of up there. It gets rid of that one, giving us a 3. That 3 will get rid of that one and that one here. And this 4 will get rid of that one, giving us a 3. And we have a 4 here from before. And before we have another 4. 4. I know. 4 gets rid of that one, doing 2 things. We'll have a 3, but this is also going to be the 4 up here, but this 3 will do that for us anyway. Gets rid of that one and that one. 3 7 3 4 7 6. That's the only 6 we should. I'll go back to that here. This is the only 6 here in this house or column. So 6 in there, and we've got our 2 7 3s. And this 2 will get rid of that 2 there, making this to 2, but it'll also get rid of that one there. And so this one is our 2 up here. We have a 3 here, gets rid of that one, giving us the 7, and that 4 should have got rid of that one, giving us a 3 here. And I'm just scanning around the place to make sure I don't at this late stage make a stupid fool of myself. We have a 7 9 there, we already have the 9. That's the 7, and that's the 2, and this is the 6, and that will get rid of that 6, and then we're going to be left with the 3. Now, I hope you don't mind me putting in that advanced technique there at the end. It just didn't seem worthwhile putting in a new video just for one simple advanced technique like that. And you know, like myself, you might slowly, those of you who are beginners, you'll slowly begin to recognize things like chains and X-wings and lovely little things like that. Okay, it wasn't very difficult. There was just one simple advanced technique, which was good. It is good for beginners and newbies, and I hope you enjoyed it. So if you want to see another one, it probably won't have another one now for about at least 2 weeks. All right, I'm off doing something else now for 2 weeks. Okay, but look forward to coming back and reading your comments, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did and you want to be told automatically when the next one comes, be sure and subscribe and hit the bell and throw in some comments down below. Don't rely on my solution. There's other people here with much better solutions. All right, we're here to learn from each other. Thanks for watching, and slán tamil.